If there's one thing to be said about Kefla, is that she's a lot of fun. Just like Vegito, Kefla again proves that combining two Saiyans together yields powerful and humorous results. Her clumsy fighting, cocky attitude, and quips to Goku make her a great addition to the series, even if it's one that's likely short-lived. Super wisely focused in on the green theme for her, and her attacks follow this trend. This not only makes it easy to decipher between her and Goku's attacks but also help her stand out against the plethora of warriors and attacks that exist in the Dragon Ball universe. One small annoyance was the sheen they gave her character after going Super Saiyan. Certainly her gold cuffs might shine, but her face and arms also have a glossy layer that makes her look a little unusual. None of this would be happening without the patera earrings, and we finally see the ruling on their use. Although it goes against the standard rules, Zeno allows them to be used because they look cool. At first take, this seems like a rather poor excuse to allow their inclusion, but it's at least fitting with Zeno's character. This all-powerful being has been portrayed with childlike qualities, so it ultimately makes sense that he would flip-flop on the rules on a whim, to suit his own enjoyment. While the focus was primarily on Goku and Kefla, Episode 115 wisely took some time to show off the rest of the warriors and their battles. The Tournament of Power arc has mostly opted to feature one or two fights at a time, which makes them feel like they're happening in a vacuum rather than conveying that each person left is fighting someone at almost all times. Even though the scenes were brief, it's good to see the progress of other fights, like with how Android 18 is slowly getting worn down. Their fights may not be as flashy, but they certainly help set the tone for the Tournament of Power. Ultra Instinct ends up being the show closer, and it remains just as mysterious as what we've seen of it in previous episodes. Perhaps the strangest point about Ultra Instinct is that it has been allowing Goku to power up while fighting instead of draining his energy. This would imply something has changed in his very core, and this